All right, so Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah, they're a new band.
Oddly named. They're not really that new. They're from 2012, apparently.
Oh. Well, this is their first EP, isn't it?
Yes.
They don't have an album yet, do they?
They have a collection of their live performances, I believe, that they released. But this is the EP Black Smoke Rising. Now, this will be the first of 3 EPs that will together combine to form their first album, apparently. Okay. So that's already been pre-planned and everything, and they're ready to rock. All right. So let's start right at the beginning with Highway Tune.
Yeah. All right, Highway Tune. What do you think?
Well, I know there's one girl I'm never going to pass, and I'll never pass this song, because this song is great.
It is.
So I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, it opens with a sweet, bouncy riff.
Okay, let's start off by saying one thing. This band consists of Danny Wagner and the brothers Kiska. He somewhat sounds like Robert Plant. Let's get that out of the way real quick.
Yeah, he's either trying really hard to sound like Robert Plant, or he just does.
Or they're mixing it a lot to sound like Robert Plant, but let's get that out of the way. Yes, there are going to be comparisons to Led Zeppelin made.
Many.
Right. So, yes, you were saying, it starts with that really nice riff. Yes, it's a really good riff. And this is, like I said, it's very sort of Southern rocky. Mm-hmm. It's got that awesome sort of fuzzy, warm tone. That's really great.
It's got a sweet lead for 2 seconds in the beginning that has a really clear tone. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Lead.
And it plays that lead 2 or 3 times in the song.
And I love the tone of that lead, which brings me to a point that I didn't like about this song is the tone of the guitar solo. That lead at the beginning and other points of the song has a really clear, loud tone, and then in comparison, the guitar solo is really quiet.
Well, yeah, I would say all the guitar solos on this EP, because it's at least, I think there's one in every song, they're all really quietly mixed, which is really interesting, because whoever was mixing the guitar made basically a lot of stuff all at the same level, except for that, like I said, some of the leads are really, really nice sounding, and this was an excellent example of one. I actually said, nice try lead guitar, kind of quiet. The solo, now when going back and mentioning it, it's this fun little pentatonic.
It is very fun. It's too short.
Oh yeah, I said its solo was a short pentatonic jam. It's simple, I say. It's got some shreddiness in it, but it's simple, and it's exactly what a southern rock solo should be.
Just too short.
Yeah, well, this whole song is the shortest song on the EP.
Yeah, and I could have used just more of this song in general.
Yes, absolutely. This song is 3 minutes and 1 second long.
Yeah, it's very short.
But yeah, absolutely. I think this song is great. And it plays almost every single day on the radio station I listen to it on the way to work. KBPI, Colorado, 106.7. So, I heard the song a million billion times before this EP came out. And this EP came out April 21st, by the way. Mm-hmm. And then a physical copy of it came out August 7th.
So it's relatively recent, but not...
relatively, yeah. But you don't have to venture far to find many good songs on this album. You definitely don't have to venture through a deep, dark safari. Unlike our next song, Safari Song. So, were you lost in the safari?
No. A pretty clear path, I'd say.
So you were welcomed to the jungle. Sorry, no, that's just kind of...
What?
Anyway.
No, this song also opens with, a pretty sick riff.
Yeah, it does the same thing the last one does. Sick riff, and then it does the Robert Plant scream.
And then the, whoa, yeah!
Yeah, my problem is... That either he relies, or the band relies, or
on this kind of formula.
Or the record kind of goes, let's do the classic sort of Robert Planty things, and that will draw people in.
Yeah.
But overall, I said this song I'm going to start with some of the bad stuff. This song is extremely repetitive in structure, and there's no real difference between the verse and the chorus. It's won't you dun 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 and give you my love. It's that for both. Yeah, it's
your
that.
Heart.
It changes.
I guess it's true.
And the thing is, it stays. It's basically the same structure, which is that sort of classic blues structure, which is say something, say it again, and then react to that something.
Yeah, and in the end, it gets very repetitive. They repeat. It's in your heart, your heart.
Yes, I would say this song for being 3 minutes 56 seconds long, or something like that. It has a lot of repetitiveness in it. But, that being said, the riff is sweet, the tone is awesome, and there's even some, I
was gonna say, and it's nice, the bass is very audible.
Yeah, I said, the bass, especially in, the verse, because it's really sort of, a funky melody thing going on, where it's really driving it, and I love it. As a bass player, I just love to get that sweet bass melody going on. But, speaking of sweet instrumentation, there's the guitar riff going on, but then there's this sort of, old westy like slide guitar going on in the background, and it's awesome. It really just adds this extra sweet slide to the song. It's a slide guitar, yeah. That adds some really, really great tone. And
in news of other things that are great, the the transition from the solo to the bridge has like, it's just the guitar ends on like the same note as the vocals start, and it's just like, it's a super smooth transition of like a powerful end of the solo and then powerful start to the bridge.
Speaking of the solo, though, it's got this weird phaser Hammond organ-y thing going on with it as a guitar solo, and I think it really stands out in the song as not.
I liked it though.
I called it weird. I feel like it didn't really fit my personal opinion.
I can see it, but I think I still liked it.
Yeah, it's a great. It was a good solo despite that, though. It was really fun. It's like I said, this whole album has this sort of pentatonic-y, classic bluesy 60s, 70s rock thing going on for it completely. But to finish off with the solo, the bridge. I wrote bridge vocal is best vocal. The best singing he does on the entire album is this bridge. It's agree. Just, and the reason why it is because it's 100% Robert Plant sounding. It sounds like Robert Plant.
And I was gonna say that's in contrast to like the beginning of the song, which he sounds so strange in his lower range. It's like, dude, stay in your high register, please. His
high register and falsetto is the only thing he should sing, really.
Yeah, when he gets into his chest voice a little more, it's like, please stop.
I described his verse vocals are a little weird and mumbly because he's just like.
So you mean always?
Oh yeah.
Weird and mumbly.
Yeah, but
never mind. Sorry.
No, but speaking of 60s and 70s rock, the next one really exemplifies that feeling of flower power.
Flower power. Can I start off by saying this song is like so 70s that it's a parody of the 70s? Even in title, it's a parody of the 70s.
I wouldn't say parody. It's paying homage to the 70s. This song is
I don't know. It keeps saying she's out of sight. She's all right.
She's all right. She's
and it's like
out of sight.
No one actually talks like that these days.
Well, no one makes music like well, they do now, but now no one really makes music like this, especially if they're trying to exemplify that 60s, 70s sound. So this is the longest song on the album, and I would say, speaking of the 60s and 70s, it being the longest song on the album, this would be a great song to do drugs to.
See, I was going to say that about the next song, but anyway.
Anyway, we'll get back to... Well, this whole
we'll get back to drugs.
Yes, totally. So it really starts with this, like very folky acoustic. I'm going to say John Denver.
I was saying kind of country, yeah.
Yeah. And then the organ comes in, and I'm like, who's playing the keyboard? Because one guy's playing the bass, one guy's playing the guitar, one guy's playing the drums.
Yeah.
And I guess Danny Wagner could be playing if I don't think he plays the keyboard.
Some guy in the studio is playing the keyboard, I guess.
But it's this very sort of classic, I said, Hammond organ-y, like wide sound that's really great. But so I said that the vocals in this song make him seem like he has a super weird accent, and it's super distracting, and I could not get past it.
I was gonna say the way he pronounces some of the words remind me of
the way the darkness. Yes, the way he pronounces it is just like. She's the prettiest girl on the floor.
This guy pronounces every single sentence like that.
It's super weird. I knew, when I was sitting on the couch next to her, I was like, I know exactly the comment you're going to make about his vocals because I'm going to make the same comment. And that was it. But yeah, this song is just, it's first of all, this song is too long. At 5 minutes and 13 seconds, it's too long.
Yeah.
And one of the things
I was going to say, I enjoyed the feel of it, though, at least until the last minute and a half. I thought it was very end of summer, early evening.
Oh, this is so like bittersweet end of a summer romance feel. Because it's about a girl too. So.
Yeah, and I thought that was lovely.
Absolutely, no. The feel of this song is amazing. But the weird thing is like the pre-chorus was super weird. The ma 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 ma. He says a whole bunch of mas, and where there could be words.
It's like, are you doing a vocal warm up?
Yeah, there could be words, or it could be interesting, but it's just a sort of like descending ma 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 mas. And I know that's like a 60s, 70s weird sound thing to do.
It's a vocal warm up.
But it's just I felt like it added length to the song as opposed to depth.
Yeah.
And
speaking of adding length to the song, the last minute and a half is just this like Casio keyboard, Hammond organ, whatever it is.
It's a keyboard solo. It's soft and gentle and long.
And repetitive.
And it's unnecessary. It's not necessary in the song. The problem is there's keyboard at like the beginning of the song, and then I think it goes away, because at least I wasn't listening for it. Then it comes back at the end, and it gets this full outro keyboard thing.
Yeah, and I feel like if you're going to have such a prominently featured keyboard, you should recognize the keyboardist.
I'm sure it does. I didn't look at the...
Yeah, I guess we didn't look at like the inset or whatever. We just looked at the Wikipedia page, but like...
Yeah, so I assume it does say, but I don't know. It could be one of them. I don't know. But... before that keyboard, there's a sweet bluesy solo that's super awesome, and like it starts off with the sweet bend.
Like right before that sweet bend, he's like, yeah.
Well, the problem is he keeps singing over the solo, but not like in a way that's like, oh, they're playing off each other. He just says like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, over the solo.
I wouldn't say that it's like. You can still hear the solo, like the solo's in front of his vocals. I'd say.
Yeah, well, definitely. But my problem is his vocals are just like distracting you from the melodicness of the solo.
I could see
and he keeps coming in, and you're like, is he just bored? Like if you're doing this live, I'd understand. Where he's just,
it's hard to know what to do as a vocalist during guitar solos.
Yeah, Vanna White, the guitar player.
Yeah, I mean I'm in a metal band, and that's what I try and do is just be like, look at the guitar solo.
No, but other than that, the last really good thing I can say about this is that the drummer is just pulling it out. All his like drum fills are really fast and awesome.
Speaking of the drums, like I love the snare tone. It makes me so happy. Like
you like Saint Anger, so you can't say anything about snare tone.
Whatever, man. No, this snare tone is like really crisp and clear, but then it blends in with the rest of the sound of the band, and like you can hear it really clearly at the beginning of the last song. But it's just a lovely tone.
I mean, all the instrumentalists in this band are so close. You think they might be brothers? Yeah. None of that now. But no, this song is awesome, and it makes you feel great. And I don't know. There's nothing else you can say about that, other than what's that black smoke rising over there?
What?
It's black smoke rising. Were you coughing and choking on the smoke, or were you enjoying that smoke? Am I
right? No, I thought this song was really nice. The intro riff it was kind of surprising to me because it didn't feel as like overwhelmingly 70s.
No, I said this song is much less old school in its tone, in its riffs, in its style. I said that it's more alt-rocky.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree. And this like intro riff that's like da 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 da. It feels like the kind of music I would play if I was like walking down like a cloudy kind of like overcast, maybe rainy, like big city street.
Well, which is why it's so appropriate that the lyrics, although you will have to look them up because his voice is completely like you can't understand a word he's saying. Yeah. He talks about they stand in a tower, they look down on us and want to execute the power flowing through their veins.
This song actually has like lyrics that like actually have a theme. Unlike some of the other songs.
Oh, yeah, those are like how cool women are and stuff.
Yeah, but this song actually has like a kind of deeper theme.
Okay.
I felt.
Yes, this song is about, I'm guessing it's about like corporate dudes being super evil.
And standing up to them.
Yeah, because they're telling us that the black smoke rising is from the fires, but we're going to stand out in the cold together. Mm-hmm. And I said that the song is incredibly powerful and incredibly inspiring in tone. It's super like you just get pumped when you hear it.
I kind of felt like the chorus was a little too chill.
I'm the black smoke rising.
Well, just like the instrumentation underneath, like the melody.
Can be
forward, but is a little bit like laid back.
Well, that's the thing is, I think they went too hard on the plant vocals being the important thing on this song, mm-hmm. and therefore they were kind of like, oh, the instrumentation can kind of take a back seat. And I agree with you; it's kind of relaxed for that reason, and it wasn't, in my opinion, the way to end your EP. You want to get people excited, so they're like, yeah. And this song is very much chiller.
The vocal melody is very nice, and it's sing-alongable, I believe.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This song is basically, I would call it the ballad of this EP, I guess.
I don't know. I think the previous song was more ballady.
They're all kind of chantable, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I would say the pre-chorus in this song kind of annoyed me because it was just oh 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 oh. He's doing that weird sort of like wibbly wobbly oh that he does. And
I don't know. I thought it was a good build up to the chorus.
Only once he says the final yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
The first oh yeah is kind of like
but those are just a build up to that yeah.
Yeah, and he does the Robert Plant thing, you know. I would say it's interesting when they go on the guitar solo on this. Out of nowhere, they get this sort of Motown-y phasery thing, and you remember I sang to you like Barry White over it.
Oh yeah, and I was gonna say in that same section, like you mentioned drugs in the previous song, but this slowdown section is like I wrote down like this is when the drugs kick in.
Yeah, because it's really cacophonous.
Because it
like
suddenly
a weird
slows
way.
down, and then there's like 2 layers of like different vocal things that are happening. And it's like, whoa, I'm like starting to trip out here.
And because the guitar is like phaser, it's like, wow, wow, wow. It's really weird. Like that. I'm doing a lot of hand movement, whatever. But I would say like...
It's you know, it's the same kind of wavy motion that the walls start to do, you know?
I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, this song is great, and this EP is actually really good.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite song? Because mine is, of course, it's Highway Tune.
Oh yeah, mine too.
It's just full on like Southern rock.
And
with
it's
Robert
full of
Plant
energy.
vocals. It's definitely the most energetic song. What's your least favorite song?
I'd say I liked them all actually, but I think my least favorite is Flower Power.
I said Flower Power is the worst on this EP. It's not a bad song by far,
yeah.
But I would say Flower Power has the best solo on this album. I really, really loved it. But, that's just me. What?
No, I was going to say, I had you have an overall comment for
I know
this
exactly
album.
what your comment's going to be, too, because I said it also.
Is that this guy says yeah more than James Hetfield.
Yep, I was going to say, everything's like, yeah! Everything is a yeah to this guy. And
ooh, yeah.
Because, yeah, right? Yeah! Anyway, but all in all, this band, I haven't heard any of the other stuff. Like I said, they had the live thing they came out with, and they've done some other things. But they sound like good, sort of Southern rocky to 60s, 70s rock. They've got an awesome singer.
I'd say the rest of them seem very talented, too. Like, the guitarist is pulling out some very soulful solos.
And the bassist, except for one point where he just goes really fast just on one string. It's like, okay, you want to...
Suddenly join a black metal band.
Yeah, right. But all in all, no, this EP is great.
I will listen to their next EP when it comes out.
Absolutely. Like, they've already hooked me. Like, I love Led Zeppelin. I love Southern rock. I love 60s, 70s rock. This is great.
You know, I too love Led Zeppelin. So.
I just hope that they realize that his low vocal is weird and should stop doing it.
And hopefully he gets some lessons in, like, enunciation, because he can not understand what he pronounces things weirdly.
Yeah, he has
so
a weird...
hard to understand.
I don't know, it doesn't
Maybe
say...
he has a weird accent.
It doesn't say on the Wikipedia page whether he's from somewhere that the rest of them are not from, but I think he might have a weird accent. Anyway.
Or he just pronounces things very strangely. Like the first line of Highway Tune, we joke, is better than me, dang girl.
And it's no stopping at the green light, girl. And if
Which
you listen to it and
know.
it sounds like that to you, like, good on you. You have a good ear. But all in all, absolutely, I can't wait for the next EP. There's no indication of when that's going to come out yet. But
hopefully it's soon.
They've definitely got me, and I would absolutely recommend this EP to everyone. Because it's easy to listen to. It's 17 minutes long. Yeah. It's really short.
And it's very pleasant.
Yeah, like there's no way to feel bad after listening to this. And so, in the end, everybody's a critic, including us. Bye-bye.